was their Shidoshi, teacher of the warrior ways of enlightenment. He was a quiet man who loved art, but one student he sought to.
Big boy things until your brother get close. Till that DJ to go play a bigger.
You guys are finished? Yeah? Looks like there's a little bit left. What about that carrot, honey? No? No? Okay. Oh, okay. That's big old bone. He just has this uncanny ability to find the most amazing chew toys. You gonna show him your stick?
Oh, don't eat that. That's like a piece of crap. Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So you want to know something interesting? Over, I would say, the past 5 years, I've had past life regressions, like recollections of living in a different time as a different being. And through these recollections, it's almost like I've gotten really connected to one specific soul. Now, you probably know his name. He's one of the most feared Indian leaders of all time. His name is Geronimo. And he, I feel, works with me on a soul level. He's either an aspect of my being, or he's, a guide. He's a spirit guide for me. Now, since then, I've done some research. I've been very interested in his life because, he embodies the saying, die trying. He fought to the end, and that was his mission. It was his destiny. Some of the interesting facts that I learned about him was that he was born before it was the territory of New Mexico. He was born in New Mexico in June, which makes him a Gemini. That means he's my twin. Later on in his life, he came back to his encampment to find his wife, his mother, his 3 kids all slaughtered, brutally murdered. And since he had lost it all, he went off in vengeance to find a way to fight against what was happening to his people. Over the span of his life, he would break out of reservations numerous times. He led hundreds of women and children, Apache Indians, to revolt against, the U.S. armies and the Mexican armies. And he didn't want to be in the reservations. He would always avoid them as much as possible so that he could enjoy the freedom of, the frontier. And I just feel like that's like such an aspect of my soul. His followers were constantly talking about his supernatural powers. So he wasn't even just known as a revolutionary, as a fighter. He was mostly known as a shaman, like as a medicine man. His supernatural powers included healing the sick. He could slow time. Basically like Neo in the Matrix, He could bring on rainstorms, and he had premonitions that, like, over long distances, he could get information, like psychic hits. So this guy was the ultimate warrior, and he would never give up. I mean, he was like 60 years old, 70 years old, just like running across the plains fighting. And, he never surrendered until the very last hunt. And that final hunt for Geronimo, it took almost like a quarter of the U.S. Army to even handle him. He was just that powerful. They couldn't reach him. And he was the one who finally gave up his arms and surrendered in the end. And that's when he went into the reservation and later spent 23 years of his life as a prisoner of war and died in Oklahoma. So this man, I have goosebumps right now. I don't know, you guys can't see him, but this man he's in my soul, and he is such a guide to the point where he is such an inspiration and someone that we should never forget. He led people out of enslavement, and he stood up for himself and didn't give in. He just used his powers and synced up with a higher force and believed in himself. And even though, he died trying, he is one of the most feared and most respected leaders of all time. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about, is just this beautiful, beautiful soul, one of many, I shall say. And it's a very distinctive lesson for us to never, ever give up on what you know you deserve. Here comes Mama Moon, rising on the horizon. She's 100% full at 11 p.m. tonight, so we're getting some some full moon energy. It's beautiful. Good morning. Oh, sometimes I don't even know where we're at. Yep, that's where we're at. Well, there's the cows. They're still out there. They were saying hey yesterday. Kind of chilly. Oh my goodness. Could you have been any louder while I was just on the phone? Opie knows when I'm talking to clients because he just gets so loud. Like, you know it too. I can see that little smile. Dinner time. Got a little salad, just some olive oil and lemon for the dressing. Have a golden lentil and quinoa dal and some guacamole. So excited. Why are you guys so cute?
Look up and see that the sound done. But through the grapevine I hear some shit that go kill at the kingdom. Right back to first situation. Lame so don't pay no attention. Turn up on radio station. My head did no competition. Trolling them fish in the breeze. This that heater. Hit your speaker. This that screamer. Fuck them cheaters. One believers. Call me dreamer. I'm the teacher, they be asking for a feature. I can see them in the bleacher. I'm the teacher. I'm the teacher, they be asking for a feature. I can see them in the bleacher. Hit your speaker. Hit your speaker. I'm the teacher, they be asking for a feature. I can see them in the bleacher.